Hello everyone, this is our group presentation. My name is Jinjin. My partner Pakish, Moon, Vicky, and Jennifer. Next, I will introduce the introduction. Our group has chosen KIA Malaysia according to the question stated in the assignment, supposed to examine the situation and discover the crises that arose within the organization were expanded to come up with a crisis communication plan. Definition of crisis is that it is a crisis that has expanded into a critical part in this situation and exceptional and dramatic interferences is required to judge or fix significant deterioration. We have delivered constraints of an extensive analysis of one central crisis that took place in the company have generated a crisis communication plan. This is assignment entirely builds upon the knowledge and details presented by KIA Motors.
Second part is the mission. The first mission is we trust that every business exchange must be of the most outstanding honesty and quality and must profit both and the silent. The second mission, we have faith in giving the most elevated amount of administration conceivable with every exchange and perceive that benefit is simply the last demanding approach to separate from our opposition. 3. We have confidence in the characteristics worth of each person we treat on another, our silent, our sellers and our providers, and our option with difference and mind. The last one, we trust that independently and all in all, we should offer back to the network and proton of the advantages we have gotten. We are not takers, but rather provider of the network in which we work and live.
Hello everyone, I'm Waikid. I'll be presenting the SWOT analysis of Kia Motors. As for its strength, Kia Motors have a very diversified product portfolio. Kia Motors have a wide range of products under its belt. For example, sports cars, passenger cars, sedans, cubes, and SUVs. Secondly, it has a very strong brand value. Kia Motors is a value brand across the world with an estimated value of 6.7 million USD. It is also considered to be a top 50 automobile brand in the world. Thirdly, it possesses a reliable number of suppliers. Kia's manufacturing plant is surrounded by its suppliers in the west point of Georgia. As for the weaknesses, it is not very good in demand forecasting. Its bad demand forecasting has led to a high inventory upkeep both in-house and in-channel. Secondly, it has a very bad quality issue. Kia Motors is known for its crisis for airbag issue in the past. And then, it has also a very weak management team. Kia has a history with wages dispute with its employees that sparkled due to its weak management team. As for the opportunities, Kia Motors has technological capabilities. Kia has the ability to produce and make electrical cars and hybrid cars. Secondly, it has a very strong strategic partnership. In Europe, Kia partnered with Vodafone to make car infotainment. Lastly, for the threats, firstly, it has a very intense competition. Kia is facing new market entrant from the China group SAIC Motor in the India market. Lastly is the economical condition of the world. Kia is suffering losses from the foreign exchange rate, especially in the Korean won versus the US dollar exchange. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jennifer. I'm member of Customer Service Department and I'm going to present the communication plan of Kia Motors. So what is crisis management team? Crisis management team is basically to ensure a company is against the unfavorable impacts of the crisis, and organization administration level are required to make intents to stem the issues emerging from the assault. So it is basically shapes the focal point of the operational recuperation from the assault, and departmental heads will speak to explanation of their areas of expertise, and the CEO will be the voice of implemented issues. Next, the head of communication will then make public statements and correspondence that are under control. An IT group can look out the operating at a black hat space to check. And after all of this implementation is done, it's to convey what is being done and enhance the circumstance for the future. Relevant stakeholders. So anything issues, it's basically affected the relevant issues. First of all, it
Guys, I'm Parkesh. I'll be continuing the communication plan left by my group member Jennifer just now. The next is key spokesperson. The main spokesperson in this are the car dealers. They are the one that will have coordinate association with the clients. They will be also assisting the clients in convincing them to buy the car and telling the clients the problems related to Kia Motors. The clients will become more acquainted with the present circumstances because they have clear understanding from the spokesperson, which is the car dealers. And Kia will take further actions to the issues they are confronting from feedback from the car dealers. The next is the key audience. We have 3 key audience in this assignment. The first one is the worker, which is employees. They must make sure that they are given an abnormal state of administration to their clients, and the goal will be that the client will feel appreciated when they visit the Kia showroom and will actually buy a car. And the employee should also report or advise the more elevated amount at whatever point, and also they can guarantee that Kia Motors is ready to discover and answer for any question they have and take care of the issue as soon as possible. The next key crowd for the Kia Motors is the clients. Obviously, the clients will be the one to make contact to Kia Motors to let them know about any issues they have. Mainly is the battery issues, and they should also go to the administration of Kia Motors to focus to change their battery as soon as possible, and it will be free as charge. The third one is car dealers. The car dealers need to guarantee that the vehicle clients are getting is in great condition before they let it out of the showroom. The communication plan is the key message and media list. The key message in this crisis is to let the public know that we have a new battery to replace the old battery, so that the majority of the Kia clients that are currently using the old battery should go and change to a new battery for absolutely free, which means Kia Motors will take up all the cost of the new battery. Essentially, we will give them 2 decisions to supplant the battery. First is they could go to any of our service center and specifically change their old battery to our new battery, or we will go to the area which they have asked for and change their battery there. We also have that service. The next is the media list. These are the current media lists related to this crisis. First is Paul Tan Automotive News, which is Paul Tan is owned under Kia, so it will be sort of like an in-house news. Next is the local newspapers, which is The Star, News Straits Time, and Berita Harian. The next would be Kia Motors official website and Kia Motors Facebook page. The next is the phone and email list of Kia Motors, which is under NASA Malaysia. And as you can see, there is the phone number and the email address.
Hello, I'm Jinjin. That's the conclusion. The focus of the assignment was to address the issues which had been raised in the research. This required the company to come up with solutions for all the flaws in this product and service which was making consumer unhappy. Given the level of involvement which consumers had to make in buying these cars, the company has to make sure that it is able to satisfy the consumer through the delivery of quality service. The focus of the plan is to assure the consumers that the product they are purchasing is of high quality, and that the company is well aware of the problems and will be looking to solve out of those problems in the future. Main recommendation is that the company introduce a home delivery service for the batteries, especially those who are impacted by this flood. It is hoped that the company can improve its customer service and within build that trust with the customer. So this trust that the company can win back trust, and with it increases its sales through better alignment of production which consumer wants. Hello everyone, my name is Jinjin. I'm press majors. This is the press conference for Kia Motors.
Hello, I'm Jennifer. I'm customer service department of Kia Motors.
Hi everyone, I am Mr. Pankaj Singh and I am the CEO of Kia Motors.
Hello everyone, I'm Momin Fatih. I'm the Chief of Financial Officer of Kia Motors.
Hello everyone, I'm the CEO of Kia Motors.
About the Kia Motors, have few questions. First one, how many workers has been received for this issue for CEO?
Okay, first of all, we have recalled about 1.48 million cars, vehicles of Kia Motors from all over the world, but as of this moment, we are focusing most of the cars from United States, Canada and South Korea.
Okay, next question. How much is the reselling cost for CFO?
The recalling has cost the company about $200 million. The first of all, we have recalled the cars from around the world, from US, from Canada, from South Korea and Malaysia as well, and that's why the recall is so high.
Okay, next question. What cars are you reselling for CEO?
Right now we have recalled certain Kia Optimas, Sorento and Sportage model, and all these three models are from the year 2011 until 2014.
Okay, next. What could be the possible case for the engine to be a failure for the TOO?
Based on our inspection, it is known that our manufacturing debris has caused oil to not flow to the cylinder of the engine. Therefore, it has caused 4 of the cylinder engine to be failure due to the oil not being able to flow through.
Okay, next. What plan do you have for the affected car owners for COO?
Okay, so we will recall the cars, and then for the affected car owners, we will rent them some rented cars for the time being, since they don't have any cars at the moment.
Okay, next. How have this affected the company, its profit and the loss for the correct years for CFO?
Compared to the last year, we are having a drop. We are facing a drop. We are facing 20% drop from our profit because we are absorbing the cost of the battery from our company profit. That's why we're having this drop this year.
Okay. Next, follow up for customer service.
So we already posted the Kriya recall notice for all of our customers, as you can see on my laptop. So yeah, it's already announced to our customer.
Okay, next question. How about the future customers that feel they may have problems with the KI, and what steps do they take?
First of all, I would like to suggest our respected customers, when they buy any kind of product from our company, first you should check your product carefully. Is there anything wrong, or you find something incorrect in your product? So first, after you bought your product, you check the lights, front light, back light, everything is okay or not. After this, if you found anything is wrong, you first call to our service center, and we have many kind of services like 24 hours customer services. We have Kia assistants, road Kia assistants, which will provide service while you are driving. So I think it will help to our customers, and we are trying our best, our research and development department trying their best to provide you accurate product.